Hello, everyone, and welcome to our English radio show.
Hi everyone, we're very happy to have you here with us.
Today, we're going to practice English through simple conversations.
Yes, and you can listen and repeat after us.
Don't worry if you don't understand everything.
Just relax and enjoy learning English.
All right, let's begin. How was your day today?
My day was quite busy. I had a lot of homework.
What subjects did you study?
I studied English, math, and history.
Which subject do you like the most?
I like English the most
Why do you like English?
because I want to speak with people around the world.
That's a great reason.
Thank you.
Are you tired now?
Yes, I am a little tired.
Did you eat dinner yet?
Yes, I did.
What did you eat?
I ate rice, chicken, and vegetables.
Was it delicious?
Yes, it was very delicious.
What do you usually do after dinner?
I usually do my homework.
Do you watch TV?
Sometimes, but not every day.
Do you watch English videos?
Yes, I do.
Are they easy to understand?
Not always, but I try my best.
That's very good. Practice makes perfect.
I will keep practicing.
Do you study English every day?
Yes, I try to study a little every day.
How long do you study?
About 30 minutes to 1 hour.
That's a good habit.
Thank you.
Now listen carefully.
Okay, I'm ready.
I had a busy day, but I learned many new things.
You were busy, but it was still a good day.
Exactly, very good.
Thank you.
Now your turn.
I feel tired, but I am happy.
That's a great sentence. Now repeat after me.
Okay.
I am tired,
I am tired,
but I am happy.
but I am happy.
I will try my best.
I will try my best.
Welcome back to our English radio show.
We're happy to continue learning with you.
In this part, we will talk about school and friends.
Yes, this is a very common topic in daily life.
Let's start. What time do you go to school?
I go to school at 7 a.m.
Do you like your school?
Yes, I like my school very much.
Why do you like it?
Because my teachers are kind and friendly.
That's nice to hear.
And I have many good friends there.
What is your favorite subject at school?
My favorite subject is English.
What about maths?
Math is a little difficult for me.
That's okay, you can improve with practice.
Yes, I will try harder.
What do you usually do in class?
I listen to the teacher and take notes.
Do you ask questions?
Sometimes when I don't understand.
That's a good habit.
Thank you.
Do you work in groups?
Yes, we sometimes work in groups.
Do you enjoy group work?
Yes, because I can talk with my friends.
Tell me about your best friend.
My best friend is very kind and funny.
What do you usually do together?
We study together and play together.
Do you help each other with homework?
Yes, we always help each other.
That's wonderful.
I'm very happy to have a good friend.
Do you speak English with your friends?
Not often, but we try sometimes.
You should practice more.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Now listen carefully.
I'm ready.
I go to school every day and learn many interesting things.
You go to school daily and learn new things.
Correct, very good.
Thank you.
Now your turn.
I like my school because I have good friends.
Excellent sentence. Repeat after me.
Okay.
I go to school every day.
I go to school every day.
I like my friends.
I like my friends.
We study together.
We study together.
That's the end of part 2.
Great job practicing with us.
Keep going, you are improving every day.
See you in the next part.
Welcome back to our English radio show.
We're happy to continue learning with you.
Today, we will talk more deeply about shopping.
Yes, shopping is something we all do in daily life.
Do you like going shopping on weekends?
Yes, I really enjoy it. It helps me relax.
Do you prefer shopping in the morning or evening?
I prefer the evening because it's cooler.
When you go to the supermarket, what do you usually buy first?
I usually buy fresh food like vegetables and fruit.
Do you make a shopping list before going?
Sometimes, but not always.
That's why you sometimes buy unnecessary things, right?
Yes, exactly.
Do you check the expiration date when buying food?
Yes, I always check it carefully.
That's very important for your health.
I agree.
Let's talk about clothes shopping.
Okay.
Do you try clothes before buying them?
Yes, I usually try them on.
What if they don't fit?
Then I choose a different size.
Do you care about brands?
Not really, I care more about comfort.
Do you like shopping with friends or family?
I like going with friends because it's more fun.
Do you ask for their opinions?
Yes, especially when buying clothes.
Do you often change your decision?
Yes, sometimes I do.
Now let's talk about online shopping.
Okay.
Why do people like online shopping?
Because it's fast and convenient.
What are the disadvantages?
You can't try the product before buying.
Have you ever bought something and felt disappointed?
Yes, a few times.
What do you usually do in that situation?
I try to return the product or leave a review.
That's a good way to help others.
Yes, I think so.
Do you think shopping too much is a problem?
Yes, it can waste money.
So what should we do?
We should buy only what we need.
That's a very wise answer.
Thank you.
That's the end of part 3.
We hope you enjoyed this longer conversation.
Keep practicing every day.
See you in the next part.
Now let's practice together. Repeat after me.
Speak slowly and clearly.
I felt tired, but I still went shopping.
I felt tired, but I still went shopping.
The store was very crowded.
The store was very crowded.
I only bought what I needed.
I only bought what I needed.
I made a smart decision.
I made a smart decision.
Now listen again slowly.
And repeat in your mind.
I only bought what I needed.
I only bought what I needed.
I made a smart decision.
I made a smart decision.
Welcome back to our English radio show.
Today, we're going to share a story about a memorable day.
It started as a very busy morning.
And it turned into something unexpected.
You look a bit tired today. What happened?
Yeah, I had a really bad morning.
What happened exactly?
I woke up late and almost missed work.
Why did you wake up late?
I stayed up too late last night and didn't hear my alarm. What about you? Have you ever had a situation like that?
Yes, I have. It happens sometimes. So what did you do after waking up late?
I quickly got dressed and left the house.
Did you have breakfast?
No, I didn't have time. Would you skip breakfast if you were late?
Yes, I probably would. How did you go to work?
I took the bus, but unfortunately,
What happened?
the bus had just left when I arrived.
Oh no, what did you do then?
I called for another ride, but the traffic was terrible. Do you hate traffic jams?
Yes, they make me really stressed. How did you feel at that moment?
I felt very nervous because I knew I would be late.
Did you arrive on time in the end?
No, I was about 30 minutes late. If you were me, would you feel worried?
Of course, I would be very worried. How did people react when you arrived?
Surprisingly, no one blamed me.
Riley,
Yes, they just smiled and continued working. Do you think that made me feel better?
definitely, it must have been a relief. What did you do after that?
I started working right away and tried to focus.
Did you learn anything from that experience?
Yes, I realized I shouldn't worry too much. What do you think is the most important lesson?
I think staying calm is very important. How did you feel at the end of the day?
I felt much better.
So was it a completely bad day?
No, just a bad start. Do you agree that a bad morning doesn't ruin the whole day?
Yes, I completely agree. What will you do to avoid this next time?
I will go to bed earlier and set more alarms.
That sounds like a good plan.
I hope it won't happen again. Listening to your story, I think everyone has bad days sometimes.
That's true, and those days can teach us important lessons.
Now let's hear your side of the story.
Sure, I'll share my experience.
Do you often have rushed mornings like that?
Sometimes, especially when I sleep late,
How do you usually feel when you're late?
I feel anxious and a bit stressed.
What do you do to stay calm in those moments?
I take deep breaths and focus on solving the problem.
Do you think staying calm is important?
Yes, because panic only makes things worse.
Have you ever been blamed for being late?
Yes, a few times.
How do you react when that happens?
I apologize and try not to repeat the mistake.
What do you think is more important, being on time or working well?
I think both are important, but being on time comes first.
Do you have any tips to avoid being late?
I usually prepare everything the night before.
Do you set multiple alarms?
Yes, I set 2 or 3 alarms to be sure.
Does that help you?
Yes, it makes me feel more secure.
What do you do if your day starts badly?
I try to focus on the positive things.
Do you believe a positive mindset can change your day?
Yes, I believe attitude affects everything.
What lesson did you learn from your experience?
Be better prepared and don't worry too much. That's the story for today.
We hope you learned something useful.
Remember, a bad start doesn't mean a bad day.
Stay calm and keep going.
Welcome back to our English radio show.
Today, we have a story that many people can relate to.
It's about losing something very important.
And trying to find it again.
You look really worried. What's going on?
I think I lost my phone.
Are you serious? When did you last use it?
This morning, right before I left home.
Did you take it with you?
I think I did, but now I'm not so sure. Have you ever lost your phone before?
Yes, I have, and it was a terrible feeling. Where did you go today?
I went to a cafe first, then I went to work.
Have you checked your bag?
Yes, I've checked it many times. It's not there.
What about your pockets?
I checked those too, nothing.
Do you remember the last time you held your phone?
I think it was when I was sitting at the cafe.
What were you doing at that time?
I was texting and checking my emails.
Did you put your phone on the table?
Maybe I really can't remember clearly.
Do you think you might have left it there?
That's very possible. I'm starting to feel really nervous. There's a lot of important information on my phone.
That's true. Nowadays, our phones hold almost everything.
If you were me, what would you do right now?
First, I would try calling your phone.
What if no one answers?
Then I would go back to the last place I visited.
Do you think someone might have taken it?
It's possible, but hopefully someone honest found it.
Have you ever had someone return something you lost?
Yes, once I lost my wallet and someone returned it to me.
How did you feel at that moment?
I felt extremely grateful and relieved.
Do you think I should go back to the cafe now?
Yes, the sooner the better. So, did you go back to the cafe?
Yes, I went back right away.
Did you find your phone there?
At first, I couldn't find it. I was really panicking.
What did you do then?
I asked one of the staff members.
And what did they say?
They said someone had found a phone and left it at the counter.
Really?
Yes, at that moment I felt so relieved.
Did you check your phone?
Yes, everything was still there. Nothing was missing.
So, in the end, you got your phone back.
Yes, and I felt incredibly lucky.
What did you learn from this experience?
I learned that I need to be more careful.
Will you change your habits?
Yes, now I always keep my phone in the same place.
That's a very good habit.
It really helps me feel more secure.
Sometimes situations like this teach us important lessons.
And remind us to appreciate what we have.
That's the story for today.
We hope you never have to go through something like this.
But if you do,
Stay calm and handle it step by step.
see you in the next episode. Welcome back to our English radio show.
Today, we're going to share a story that is warm, emotional, and full of surprises.
It's about meeting someone from the past when you least expect it.
And how that moment can bring back many memories.
You look really happy today, and I can see a big smile on your face. What happened?
Yes, I had a very special experience yesterday that I didn't expect at all.
That sounds interesting. Can you tell me more about it?
Of course, yesterday I unexpectedly met an old friend that I hadn't seen in years.
Really, that must have been a surprising moment for you. Where did you meet him?
I met him at a small coffee shop near my office while I was just sitting there and relaxing.
Was that meeting planned in advance, or was it completely by chance?
It was completely by chance. I didn't expect to see him there at all.
How did you recognize him after such a long time?
At first, I wasn't sure, but then he called my name and I immediately recognized his voice.
How long has it been since the last time you saw him?
It has been about 5 years since we last met.
5 years is quite a long time. Did he look very different?
Yes, he looked more mature, but his smile was still the same.
How did you feel at that moment when you realized it was him?
I felt surprised, excited, and a little emotional at the same time. Seeing him again suddenly brought back so many memories from the past.
I can imagine that must have been a very meaningful moment for you.
Have you ever met an old friend unexpectedly like that?
Yes, I had a similar experience once at the airport when I was about to travel.
Really? How did that make you feel at that moment?
I felt very surprised at first, and then I became really happy to see that person again.
Did you spend some time talking together, or was it just a short meeting?
We actually talked for quite a long time, sharing stories about our lives.
What do people usually talk about when they meet after many years?
They often talk about their work, their daily life, and all the memories they shared before.
Do you think those conversations are important?
Yes, because they help us reconnect and understand each other again.
Do you think it's easy to keep old friendships over time?
Not always, because life gets busy and people go in different directions.
So, why do you think it's still important to keep those friendships?
Because old friends remind us of who we were and how far we've come. After meeting your friend, did you sit down and talk together?
Yes, we sat together for hours, talking about our past and our current lives.
What did you talk about the most?
We talked about school days, funny memories, and also the challenges we faced in life.
Did anything surprise you about him?
Yes, I was surprised by how much he had grown and changed over the years.
Did you feel like the connection between you was still the same?
Yes, even after all those years, it felt like nothing had changed between us.
That's a very special kind of friendship.
Yes, it really is.
Did you exchange contact information again before leaving?
Yes, we promised to stay in touch and not lose contact again.
Do you think you will meet him again soon?
I really hope so, and this time we will plan it better.
What did this experience teach you?
It taught me that some relationships are worth keeping, no matter how much time passes.
Do you think life is full of unexpected moments like this?
Yes, and sometimes those moments are the most meaningful ones.
That's a beautiful way to look at it.
Thank you, I truly believe that.
That's the story for today.
We hope this story reminded you of someone special in your life.
Maybe it's time to reconnect with an old friend.
Because you never know when life will surprise you again.
Now let's practice speaking together.
Listen carefully and repeat after us.
I met an old friend yesterday.
I met an old friend yesterday.
It was completely unexpected.
It was completely unexpected.
I hadn't seen him for 5 years.
I hadn't seen him for 5 years.
We met at a small coffee shop.
We met at a small coffee shop.
I was very surprised and happy.
I was very surprised and happy.
We talked for hours about our lives.
We talked for hours about our lives.
We shared many memories from the past.
We shared many memories from the past.
It felt like nothing had changed.
It felt like nothing had changed.
Some friendships never fade away.
Some friendships never fade away.
We promised to stay in touch.
We promise to stay in touch.
Life is full of unexpected moments.
Life is full of unexpected moments.
Some moments are truly meaningful.
Some moments are truly meaningful.
Now let's say it slowly.
Speak clearly and follow the rhythm.
I met an old friend yesterday.
I met an old friend yesterday.
It was completely unexpected.
It was completely unexpected.
We talked for hours.
We talked for hours.
It felt like nothing had changed.
It felt like nothing had changed.
Welcome back to our English radio show, where we learn English through real-life conversations.
Today's story is something that almost everyone has experienced at least once in their life.
It's about a misunderstanding between friends.
A small misunderstanding that almost became a big problem.
Let's listen and see what happened. You've been unusually quiet today, and I can tell something is on your mind. What's going on?
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot since yesterday. Something happened between me and my close friend.
That doesn't sound good. Do you want to talk about it?
Yes, I think I need to. I feel like I misunderstood him and I reacted in the wrong way.
What exactly did he say that made you feel that way?
He made a comment about my recent work, and at that moment, I thought he was criticizing me.
And how did that make you feel right away?
I felt hurt and a little angry because I had put a lot of effort into that work.
So you felt like he didn't appreciate your effort.
Exactly, that's why I reacted without really thinking.
What did you say to him?
I replied in a cold and defensive way, and I think my tone made things worse.
Did he react to your response?
Yes, he looked surprised and a bit confused, like he didn't understand why I was upset.
That must have made the situation even more uncomfortable.
It did. After that, we both stopped talking and the atmosphere became very awkward.
Did you try to fix it right away?
No, I didn't. I just kept quiet and avoided him for the rest of the day.
And how did you feel later that evening?
The more I thought about it, the worse I felt. I started to question my reaction.
What were you thinking at that time?
I began to wonder if I had misunderstood his intention. Sometimes when we are emotional, we don't see things clearly.
That's true. Our feelings can easily change the way we understand a situation.
Have you ever experienced something like this before?
Yes, many times. Misunderstandings happen more often than we think.
Why do you think that happens?
Because people don't always say things clearly, and we don't always listen carefully.
So, what should we do in that situation?
We should take a step back, calm down, and try to understand the other person's point of view.
That sounds simple, but it's actually quite difficult to do.
Yes, especially when emotions are involved. So, did you decide to talk to your friend in the end?
Yes, after thinking about it for a long time, I knew I had to talk to him.
Were you nervous before talking to him?
Very nervous, I didn't know how he would react.
How did you start the conversation?
I simply told him how I felt and admitted that I might have misunderstood him.
And what did he say?
He looked relieved and explained that he was actually trying to help me improve.
So he wasn't criticizing you at all.
No, not at all, it was all in my head.
That must have been a big relief for you.
It really was. I felt both relieved and a little embarrassed.
What happened after that?
We talked openly and everything became clear.
Did your friendship change after that?
Yes, I think it became stronger because we understood each other better.
That's actually a positive outcome.
Yes, sometimes problems help relationships grow.
What is the most important lesson you learned from this experience?
I learned that I shouldn't react too quickly without understanding the full situation.
Anything else?
Yes, I also learned that communication is the key to solving problems.
That's a very valuable lesson.
I will definitely remember it.
That's the story for today.
A simple misunderstanding, but an important lesson.
Remember, not everything is as it seems.
And taking time to understand others can make a big difference.
See you in the next episode.
Goodbye and take care.
Now let's practice together.
Repeat after us.
I misunderstood my friend.
I misunderstood my friend.
I reacted too quickly.
I reacted too quickly.
I didn't understand the situation clearly.
I didn't understand the situation clearly.
Communication is very important.
Communication is very important.
We talked and solved the problem.
We talked and solved the problem.
I felt relieved after talking.
I felt relieved after talking.
Now we understand each other better.
Now we understand each other better.
I misunderstood my friend.
I misunderstood my friend.
I reacted too quickly.
I reacted too quickly.
Communication is very important.
Communication is very important.
That brings us to the end of today's story.
A simple situation, but a meaningful lesson for all of us.
Sometimes we misunderstand others without even realizing it.
And sometimes, all it takes is a conversation to make things clear again.
So remember, don't react too quickly.
Take a moment to listen, understand, and stay calm.
Learning English is not just about words.
It's also about understanding people and real life situations.
Now, are you ready for another story?
The next one is a little different, but just as interesting.
This time, it's about a surprising situation that happened on a normal day.
A moment that started small, but turned into something unforgettable.
So stay with us.
And let's continue learning together.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to our radio show. I'm Alex, and as always, I'm here with Bella. How are you doing today?
Hi, Alex. Hi, everyone listening. I'm doing pretty well, actually. It's been a long day, but in a good way. You know, one of those days where you feel tired, but also satisfied.
That sounds like a productive day. I think there's a big difference between being busy and being productive, right?
Oh, absolutely. You can spend the whole day doing things and still feel like you didn't really accomplish anything meaningful.
I've had days like that. You're constantly moving, replying to messages, finishing small tasks, but at the end of the day, you feel empty.
Exactly. It's like your energy is gone, but your mind isn't at peace.
That's a great way to describe it. So today, we're going to talk about something that connects to this feeling, how we balance work and life in a world that never really slows down.
Yeah, and I think this topic is more relevant than ever. With technology, we're always connected. There's no clear off time anymore.
Right? Even after work, your phone keeps buzzing emails, messages, notifications.
And sometimes, even when your phone is quiet, your mind isn't. You keep thinking about unfinished tasks.
That's actually a big problem. I think many people don't know how to truly disconnect.
I agree, and I used to be one of those people. I would check my work messages before going to bed and the moment I woke up.
Wow, that sounds exhausting. Didn't it affect your sleep?
It did. I didn't realize it at first, but I was constantly stressed. Even small things felt overwhelming.
That's something a lot of listeners might relate to. So, what made you change?
Honestly, I reached a point where I just couldn't continue like that. I felt burned out. I had no energy for anything, not even things I used to enjoy.
That's serious. Burnout is becoming very common these days.
Yes, and the scary thing is, many people don't notice it until it's too late.
So, how did you start fixing it?
I started with small changes. I told myself, after 7 p.m., no more work. At first, I kept breaking that rule.
That's normal. Changing habits takes time.
Exactly, but little by little, I became more disciplined. I also turned off notifications for work apps in the evening.
That's a smart move. It creates a boundary.
Yes, and it gave me space to breathe. I started reading again, cooking, even just sitting quietly without doing anything.
That sounds simple, but actually, it's very powerful.
It is, we often forget that doing nothing is sometimes exactly what we need.
I like that idea. Doing nothing is not laziness, it's recovery.
Exactly, and once I rested more, I became more focused during work hours.
So, in a way, working less actually helped you work better.
Yes, that's the interesting part. When your mind is clear, you don't waste time.
I can relate to that. When I'm tired, even simple tasks take twice as long.
Same here, that's why rest should be part of your routine, not something you feel guilty about.
Speaking of guilt, I think many people feel bad when they're not working.
That's true, there's this idea that being busy means being successful.
But that's not always true, right?
Not at all, being constantly busy can mean you're overwhelmed, not successful.
That's an important distinction. So, what would you say is a healthy balance?
For me, it's about having time for different parts of life work, family, friends, and yourself.
I like that, a balanced life, not a work-centered life.
Exactly, work is important, but it shouldn't take over everything.
Let's talk about family for a moment. Do you think people today spend enough time with their families?
Honestly, no, many people are physically present but mentally somewhere else.
That's so true, sitting together, but everyone is looking at their phones,
Yes, and over time, that creates distance.
especially between parents and children.
Children don't just need food and education, they need attention.
And attention means real presence, not just being in the same room.
Exactly, even 30 minutes of real conversation can mean a lot.
That reminds me of something: quality over quantity.
Yes, you don't need hours, but you need sincerity.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Thank you, and I think this also applies to friendships.
Definitely, true friends don't need constant contact, but they need real connection.
Right? A meaningful conversation is more valuable than hundreds of short messages.
I completely agree. So, if you had to give one piece of advice to our listeners, what would it be?
I would say pay attention to how you feel. If you're always tired, stressed, or unhappy, something needs to change.
That's very honest advice.
And you, Alex,
I'd say don't wait for a crisis to start taking care of yourself.
that's powerful.
Start with small steps, set boundaries, take breaks, spend time with people you love.
Yes, small changes can create big results over time.
Exactly. You don't need to change your whole life overnight.
Just start somewhere.
Well said.
I think this has been a really meaningful conversation today.
I agree. Hopefully, our listeners can take something useful from it.
Before we end, let's repeat some important sentences together.
Doing nothing is sometimes exactly what we need.
Doing nothing is sometimes exactly what we need.
Being busy doesn't always mean being productive.
Being busy doesn't always mean being productive.
Work is important, but it shouldn't take over your life.
Work is important, but it shouldn't take over your life.
Quality time is more important than quantity.
Quality time is more important than quantity.
Don't wait for a crisis to take care of yourself.
Don't wait for a crisis to take care of yourself.
Well, Bella, I think today's conversation has given us and our listeners a lot to think about.
I agree, Alex. Sometimes we get so caught up in our daily routines that we forget to stop and ask ourselves a simple question. Am I really living, or am I just working?
That's a powerful question to end on. And maybe tonight is a good time for everyone listening to slow down a little, put the phone away, take a deep breath, and just be present.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, success doesn't mean much if you don't have the time or energy to enjoy it.
Very true. Life isn't a race, it's something we should experience moment by moment.
And if there's one thing we hope you take away from today, it's this: take care of yourself, not just your work.
All right, before we wrap up, let's leave our listeners with one final thought.
Sure.
Balance is not something you find, it's something you create.
Balance is not something you find, it's something you create.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
We truly appreciate you being here, wherever you are.
Now, don't go anywhere just yet.
Because coming up next, we're switching gears a little.
In our next segment, we'll be talking about something lighter, but just as meaningful.
We're going to explore how small daily habits can completely change your mood and mindset.
From simple morning routines to tiny actions that bring unexpected joy.
And maybe even a few habits you can start right after this show ends.
So stay tuned.
Because the next conversation might just inspire your tomorrow.